Hello, today on the art department, packaging more paintings. It's the second video. These three are going to London. They've just been sold through Saatchi Art, and they need to be shipped off. So at the moment, the first video showed the wooden crates being made. This is now putting the paintings in the crate. So to start off here, we're putting some cardboard triangles into the corners and glue gunning them in place, just so the painting doesn't rub on the back or the front of the crate. Secondly, what I'm doing here, I'm putting the paperwork together. So inside the painting be an envelope. I have the certificate of authenticity and a write-up about each painting, where it come from and the ideas, and that'll be stapled to the back. And on there will be two clips and two hooks have been attached to the painting, ready for hanging, and the screws and everything that go with it. Then put the painting into the crate itself, face up. Make sure it's got a nice edge around it. It's probably got about half a centimetre around the edge, and that allows to put some of the alcohol-free paper over the top so it doesn't affect the canvas itself, and then bubble wrap over the top of that. I'm just going to prepare that now, and each painting is based on London itself. These are old ones from, I think, 2012, this one. I think the red one's 2013. That's in the background there. They're both the same size. The same size crate. And then there's a bigger painting as well, which you'll see towards the end. That one is 2014, I think. And that is actually, it's a landscape version, but it's the same size as the pink one in the background, as you can see hanging on the wall there. This paper goes over the top. It will archive the image so it won't get damaged with any of the plastic or the toxins in the plastic. Each painting's had a coat of varnish, UV protector over the top as well, so it should be okay in direct sunlight. And it also makes it easier to wash. If something ever splashed on them, you can wash it off due to the varnish that's over the top. It's quite easy just to clean up, just in case. You never know. This will all need to be taped on and taped in place, pushed down the edge. As you can see, we've completed that part, and get the bubble wrap over the top now. Cut that and then fold it round each side so it doesn't move in the crate at all. Then what we're going to do is cut some corners to go around the front of the image. And we've got, foam, I forgot about that. There'll be bits of foam, 4 bits, not going the full length of the painting, but just go along the edges and in the middle, just in case there is any movement, it's against the padded foam. And then each corner will have bubble wrap going around the outside of it, what we're doing here, and just push that in to make sure the painting is fully protected. Once that's done, we need to start putting the top of the crate on. So that'll be screwed down. You need a screwdriver, get it undone, but that's quite secure then. It's not waterproof as such, but it'll be protected against any bangs. The edges are planed off, so it's nice and smooth, you don't get splinters. This section, we're repeating the process for the red painting. This one's just with the archive paper going over the top. And I'll speed this through and we'll go on to the next image as well in a second. Here's the larger scale one. This, at the moment, I am cutting some of the excess linen off the edge so that when it goes on the wall it will stay flat. And we're putting just some paper or some card in between the linen and the stretcher there, because we don't want it rubbing as it's going into as it's being transported. We don't want it rubbing on the middle of the frame, and leaving a mark on the outside of the canvas. So we put that there just to make sure that that's protected as well. As you can see, the size of the image there, just putting it at the back. Going to get the board out ready for it in a second, and the crate. And then we'll start putting the image in. This one's the larger one, a bit heavier, a bit more awkward to carry. As you can see, I've got the corners in, the cardboard corners already. Painting to go on top, and I've got to make sure all the screws and everything go in, ready for it to be hung on the wall. This is the newest of the 3 images that are being sold. This one's on linen, the other 2 are on canvas, if I remember correctly. As you can see, the paperwork on the back and the cardboard ready, there to stop any rubbing on the front of the canvas itself. So when it lays flat, because it's so big, it's not fully suspended all the time. It sometimes could lean against that wood. It's quite tight, the canvas itself, but you've got to allow a bit of leeway. As you can see, when you put it down, there's a little bit of movement there. And again, it'll be the same process. Paper over the top, bubble wrap all the way around. Once the lids go on, as you saw in the first crate, we'll start putting paper on, which we're shown next. Here's the paper going on. It's just like wrapping it up like a Christmas present. This will go all the way around. And then on top of this, put all the paperwork, so the fragile stickers will go on, addresses, things like that. Has to be quite secure around the edges, because I've had before where I had one go to America. As soon as it went in the van, the paper ripped, so I've got to make sure it's quite secure on there. Don't want that to happen again. But because of the wood underneath, the painting's always protected anyway because of the crate. So the paper's just there as an added layer, really. And here are the 3 together. Not too bad. And they'll be shipped off to their next destination later in the week. And the next video will be the painting in the background there. That will be put on the frame as completed. Thank you.